Hey everyone, it's Kyle with another tax update for you. This time, I want to go back to something that Lauren Maxey and I discussed in our extended tax talk video, and that was this potential uncoupling of what we know as the unified estate and gift tax credit. Now, there's a fair amount to unpack here, but essentially, for a number of years, we've told our clients that they can give away a certain amount of money or assets either during their lifetime or when they pass away, and not have to worry about paying a federal estate or gift tax on those transfers. And the amount that we were telling clients was based on the federal estate and gift tax exemption, which right now has jumped up to $11.7 million per individual. So forgetting any annual exclusions, let's say that you give away $1 million this year, you now have $10.7 million that you can transfer during the rest of your life or at your passing, assuming that the number doesn't go up, which in the past it typically has. And for years, though, we've known that this higher exemption amount, this 11.7, or it was 10 adjusted for inflation is where we get the number from. We knew that it was due to sunset after tax year 2025, but until recently, we really haven't heard much about what happens from there. Our best guess has been that the exemption amount would reset to $5 million. That's what the law says, but then they would continue to adjust it for inflation, which they've done in the past, which should, and we were guessing, put us around $6 million per individual that can be given away during life or at someone's passing. But now to the rumor mill, and this is something that Lauren and I brought up in the tax talk video. There is increasing speculation that a Biden administration will reduce the estate tax exemption to either $3 million or $3.5 million. We've even heard that $6 million number thrown around, but we're pretty sure we're looking at a lower exemption amount no matter what. But to go back to where we started this video, perhaps the more serious change being contemplated might be the elimination of the unified credit, which is what I'm calling uncoupling. So instead of that 3 or 6 million being the total that you can give away during life or at death, the proposal is to create a $1 million gift tax credit along with the smaller separate estate tax credit. In short, if you're going back to our example from earlier, if you give away $1 million this year and we had a gift tax credit like that in place, you've now used up your entire lifetime giving credit, and any future gifts may expose you to gift tax liability. It is important to remember that right now all of this is purely conjecture, but as it looks more and more likely that you're going to have less room to work with planning-wise, that means that a number of you should really consider setting up some form of estate and gift tax minimization structure while this exemption amount is still as high as it is. We're still in the 11.7 or for married couples, nearly $24 million that you can transfer estate and gift tax free. If these changes come into play, maybe you're looking at being able to transfer $4 million per individual. Maybe it's going to be closer to $7 million per individual. Still a lot up in the air, and we're keeping our eye out for any proposed legislation that's introduced. So encourage you to keep checking back here for more updates. And if you want more detail on some potential structures to consider, you can check out Lauren and I's tax talk video from earlier this year, or feel free to reach out to us directly so we can start laying out some options for you that are more focused and tailored to your situation. We're happy to start that process too. But until next time, I hope you have a great Tuesday and a great rest of your week. Thanks.